Hey everyone, it's Trisha from SEO Made Easy, the stuff you need to know in order to rock your business online. Today's lesson, we're going to start at the very beginning. So I'll be giving you an overview of SEO, of some of the key terms we'll be using, and also giving you a tool that you can use in order to see where you currently rank on both Google and Bing. SEO simply stands for Search Engine Optimization. And it's a set of principles and tools that you can use in order to optimize each and every single web page on your website. When you do this, you're flagging to the search engines that you're an authority site. That's exactly what they want. The results from SEO can be quick, or they can take some time to achieve. So it's very important to have a little bit of patience, and it's also important to get started right away. No matter where you're starting now, however, if you use the principles and techniques that I'll be showing you in this program, you definitely should be seeing improvement by the end of this course. Also, at the very last lesson, I'll be giving you additional tips, so even without my help, you can continuously improve your rankings. Does that sound good? Awesome! Well, let's go ahead and let's get started then. So why should you bother with SEO? Well, if you do SEO and you do a good job of it, your reward will be free traffic coming into your site. Now, this is traffic that you didn't need to spend hundreds or thousands of dollars in order to get. If you're looking for immediate results, you should consider paid advertising. Paid advertising online nowadays can be very effective. You can identify that you want your ad to only go out to people by specific gender, by specific age, a specific geographic location, or even by interest. How cool is that? Well, it's very, very cool, and it's also very, very effective. Now, if you combine your SEO efforts with paid advertising, well, then you have built yourself a very dynamic marketing strategy. There are two parts to SEO: on-page optimization and off-page optimization. Let's have a look at what both mean. On-page optimization are optimization things you can do on the pages on your website. This can include things such as using keywords in your titles and tags, strategic places in your content, using alternative tags on your photos, and so on. Off-page optimization, on the other hand, are things you do off your site, and they can include things like getting incoming links to come back to your website. Regular content is a great way to encourage links back to your site, especially when combined with social media. Using social media well can encourage people to link back to your website and share your posts with others, who in turn can then share them, thereby creating a viral effect. Let's have a look at some of the key terms that we'll be using throughout the program. Google positive ranking factors. You'll hear me talk about this a lot because these are things you can do that will positively influence your ranking on Google. Negative ranking factors, on the other hand, are things you do that you may get penalized for. Google algorithms. These are factors used by Google to rank your website in comparison to other sites that may be similar. PageRank. This is the number assigned to web pages to show the relative importance of a website. PageRank is measured from 0 to 10. HTML tags. These are formatting codes used on a web page. SEO, something you should be familiar with by now, stands for Search Engine Optimization. Keyword. Keyword is simply a word or a phrase that someone types into a search engine search bar when doing a search. Crawling and indexing. Crawlers follow links on the internet all day long. Search engines must be able to find your site through a first crawl in order to index it. It's essential then that you do everything you can to help the search engines find your website, understand clearly what the content is about, and index it properly. If your website is down, the search engines will not be able to crawl it. So later on, we will learn about a tool that you can use that will help you identify any errors on your web page. So when you start SEO, it's very important to measure on an ongoing basis because you definitely want to see that all your work is paying off and that you're getting results from your efforts. So all I want you to do today is write the date. So you're just going to write the date that you're actually starting SEO because hopefully today is the day you're going to start following along and start doing some SEO for your own website. So later on, we're going to learn about a tool called Google Search Console, which used to be called Google Webmaster Tools. And we're going to come over here to the dashboard and I'm going to show you how to use some of these tools. But the one thing that we're going to do when we get here is change the date. So you would plug in the date that you started working on SEO, and then you would plug in the date the date that you're doing your actual search, and hopefully you'll actually start seeing some impact based on your SEO efforts. So that's all I want you to do, just record the date. Now, another quick way, of course, to see where you're currently ranking is just come over to Google search bar, type in your company business, and type in the city you're in. So if I did cat litter, for example, and I was located in Toronto, I would type in cat litter on Toronto, Ontario, and I would have a look to see, hopefully, whether or not I'm on page 1, but I will also check to see who is showing up on page 1 because that, of course, is going to be very helpful to me, and you'll be able to tell why later on, why we want that information. But obviously you want to see what your competitors are if I did have a cat litter business, and I would also want to see, let's see if there's any directories that are showing up or hear any media that are picking up anything in my industry. These are all very good pieces of information for me to have. And I just want you to know that some people will also use search tools. They'll type into Google, what page of search am I on, and a whole bunch of different types of tools will come up. I just want you to know that programs that check for ranks are actually prohibited by Google. So I'm not recommending that you use those tools. I'm recommending that you stick to Google Webmaster Tools or Google Console, and that way you'll be able to get a good reading of where you're ranking. All right, congratulations. You have successfully completed lesson number 1. By now, you should have a good understanding of what SEO means, what a keyword is, and also a little bit about some other terms that we'll be using. You should also know where you currently rank on Google and Bing. You are now ready to move on and learn some techniques and tools that'll help your business online. So when you're ready, go ahead, click on lesson number 2, and let's get started.